Welcome back to MTG Foretold. Today I have a bit of a different video for you guys. So we are actually going to be going into unranked today with this deck because we are trying it out, see how it performs, and if it does pretty well, then we will take it into Mythic. So this is a Mardu version of the Nia deck that I showcased a couple of days ago, which was Jeskai, which is in her color wheel, of course. We are talking about Nia Sky Sail Storyteller. So you notice obviously the backside needs a little bit of blue, so we do have a couple cards just in case we do not have Reality Fulcrum out, which I will discuss now since this is what this deck is built around. So we are essentially trying to get as many cards into exile as possible and then casting it cheaply with Reality Fulcrum out, as well as stealing our opponent's cards potentially for a game-changing win. Using their deck against them. But this has a few different ways of getting things into exile. So we have Opera Love Song, which is definitely needed in my opinion if you're playing this type of style. We also have Count on Luck, which actually I'm thinking about getting rid of this copy of Charred Foyer and replacing it with another Count on Luck. You know what? Let's just do that now. I was trying this deck with Charred Foyer here. It is a little bit more costly, and I don't see a time when I'm ever going to use the 6 mana unlock. Yeah, you can pay 0 and then pay the mana cost for a spell you cast from exile, but our deck is pretty low to the ground. We don't have like really crazy expensive cards. If we have like 8, 9 mana costs, I can see that being actually something reasonable. Like if you have like a Bahamut in here, that would be a pretty good time to have this card. But if we're not using the extra room, I think this is just a worse version of Count on Lock, honestly. Yeah, you need 3 fire, or 3 red, whatever you want to call it. 3 mountains. Fire, red mountains, whatever. Which we do have quite a bit of mountain options. Of course, we have Quarry Mountain Monastery, 3 copies, because this does fall into that exile, the top card of your library in case we do need to use that. This deck has really good card draw though from what I've tried it out so far. And then I also have Blood Crypt, Sacred Foundry, Sun, Billow Verge, and for Starting Town just to make sure that we are able to get the red needed for this. You can also argue about putting in Multiversal Passage instead of like these couple blue options. I'm going to be using these as ways to dig in case we need to, and just as a bonus to cast Nia's backside. So her backside really works well with this whole process because she's going to get pumped a lot by playing lands and casting spells from exile. And then also you can use her as extra card draw. You can remove 2 counters from her if you'd like to play another card from exile. But yeah, a lot of exile shenanigans here. I'm thinking you can also work with Ketramos into this style deck, which I may try. Just kind of waiting to see with Streakers of Strixhaven because there seems to be a couple cards that I think work really well, including one of the enchantment classes, which seems like it would be awesome with this kind of deck. But we have a couple of copies of Legend of Roku, again, fitting that exile theme. You can argue maybe putting in more copies in this, but right now I'm just at 2 because I am mainly focused on making sure we have tons of card draw. So yeah, 3 Count on Luck, which is crazy. But once it starts getting going, it is big. Trust me, it's very big. Before I started recording this video, I was just playing standard unranked, and I won 3 out of 4 games. The first game I lost to was Orzhov Skeletons. We just didn't get enough of the things we needed. But yeah, we have a couple Soul Guide Lanterns as a way of, card draw, or if we are dealing with a graveyard deck to mess them up. And 2 Nowhere to Run, you can argue maybe like Shoot the Sheriff in this slot, but I think our major issues of surviving will be against decks that use Shard Mage's Rescue and Ward abilities. So we want to remove Hexproof and Ward abilities from affecting us. And this is what that's going to do. And then we can use Lightning Helix in case we are unable to finish things off. But really, this can be a burn deck thanks to Lightning Helix and Inevitable Defeat. You really can burn opponents down. We have a lot of sweepers. We have 3 Data Judgment. Yes, we have 1 copy of Ultima. You're probably wondering why when we have Reality Fulcrum here. Sometimes you're just going to have to sacrifice these, unfortunately. Ideally, you're going to already have some count and luck down on the battlefield. So yeah, you may be hurting your mana base a little bit because you won't get that 2 mana combination of colors for exile cards, but you know, if Azorius artifacts start popping off, it's not a good time. So just one copy of Ultimate in case we need to use it. This deck is a bit of a gamble deck too, because a lot of these cards, you know, they only last until the end of turn, or like this until the end of your next end step. So you want to cast this on an opponent's turn, so you have the entire turn to use them. So, you know, there are going to be times when you probably are going to exile cards that you're like, oh crap, I could really use that, but not right now, and then they go away forever. So it is a bit of a gamble deck, but it's really fun. It's really fun to pop off, and you have multiple ways to win. You can either be aggressive with Nia, burn them down with Lightning Helix and Inevitable Defeat, or you can also just use their deck against them and just end them that way too, because late game Outrageous Robbery gets a little crazy. And again, Reality Fulcrum works really well with this, thanks to it counting as an exiled spell. I know I talked a little bit about this deck so far, but there's a lot to explain. It's really unique, I find. I never really see a deck like this before. So just want to see what we could do with it in unranked, and let's get into it. Well, we are 1 mana away from being able to cast Count on Luck. We just need 1 more red or starting town. Hopefully we get that, because this hand relies a lot on getting the 3 red mana needed. Okay, gonna be... Yep, okay, good. That's exactly what we wanted. Let's do this. And wait, see what else he casts. Probably gonna have Shelter by Ghosts, I assume. Which makes me a little hesitant to cast it, but I don't think we have much of a choice. Okay, let's get Count on Luck down. And then we will start our shenanigans. We have the ability to cast Inevitable Defeat next turn if needed. Ideally, I want to get Reality Fulcrum down first, though, but we'll see what happens. That's fine. We're only going to take 1 damage this turn at this rate. Just Lifegain shenanigans. We can survive that. Alright. Another Count on Luck. Oh, that is... Shoot. I hate not being able to do it, but we just want to get Reality Fulcrum out. We'll get rid of Halia if they cast her. That's definitely going to be the one we have to use an Inevitable Defeat on. But I'm not sure if this is okay. I mean, that's fine, actually. Not sure if he knew that's not that big of a deal right now. Oh, Nia makes her appearance. You know what? That's fine. We will... Some decent cards. We are definitely searching for a board wipe at this point. I think Helia is going to be coming down now. We're going to take what? 2, 4, 5 damage. We have Inevitable Defeat, so that gives us another, so actually 2 damage. Okay, so yeah, we're going to be taking a bit more, that's fine. It's not that big of a deal, honestly. Not a problem. Would be nice if we got a board wipe, but that's not in our cards for now. We are going to have to probably... Do we just get rid of it completely? But we're dead then, right? Because that will get, let's see, we have 2, 4, 6, 9 damage here. We have to somehow stop 9 damage. We have the ability to stop this and that. Okay, so unfortunately I think we're gonna have to get rid of this one. Oh, that was an amazing draw, actually. Lord, okay, that works. Yeah, so nowhere to run, yeah. Helps with the ward issues. I mean, I'm okay with sacrificing her, it's fine. Not a problem. Now, we are kind of digging for... That is a card. We can do Opera Love Song. That's also good. Wow. Okay, we're popping off now. That's a big pop off right there. Okay, so let's get Nia. Okay. So because this is a highly experimental deck, I am modifying it as we play these games. So I reduced Count on Luck down to 2 and upped Nowhere to Run by 1 just in case. Just so we can survive a little bit of those early games, because even without Count on Luck, we can draw essentially like 26 cards from Exile just through like Nia, Legend of Roku, and Opera Love Song and Rally Fulcrum. So I was like, maybe it's not as much needed as I thought it was initially. So, I mean, Count on Luck is still really strong. A couple copies, I think, is more than enough, as you see where we got in the beginning hand anyway. And it'd be a really bad feeling to get like 2 early game. So if it's a creature deck, we're pretty safe. And it's a creature deck, so that is good for us. We are just going to get rid of him now. Ideally, we will get another mountain soon so we can cast Count on Luck. He already doesn't have anything? Interesting. Huh. Okay. Well, we'll get Nia down then. Is he gonna cast Escape Tunnel? If he does, then that probably means he really doesn't have much options for creatures, so which is good for us. Or he's just waiting to get like a really big turn, which is understandable as well. We are going to hard cast that, get Count on Luck down. We're gonna start our card draw. And yeah, I only put 2 in the deck and I still get them both pretty early. But yeah. He could have a Tifa. He could be banking on a Tifa, but why wouldn't he get her down? He's probably a little bit scared that I'm gonna kill her, I guess. I mean, if he has a way to... I don't think they have a way to get haste, so... Traveling Chocobo. Reasonable. That is a reasonable card. He doesn't have any creatures, though? He should have more creatures than this. Oh, he's... okay. That is fine. We love Nia. She did her job. She gave us a card. She's just one of many ways that we can win the game. Oh, Nowhere to Run is a big one. That is going straight on him. Not even going to mess around. We can't anyway, because it will disappear at the end of the turn. And if we're greedy, we can hard cast Sacred Foundry again and just cast the other Count on Luck. Then we're going to have 2 cards to draw from exile every turn, which is pretty crazy. Alright. Yeah, I think we're just going the greedy route. Full greed mode here. I'm not too scared. We have a board wipe. We have inevitable defeat. We have plenty of ways to kill things. Yeah, then we have just tons of card draw. And another thing about Exile, casting cards from Exile, you actually really do get ways to thin out the deck. Like, if you get 2 lands, let's say right here, we can only cast 1, the other one goes away forever. So it's technically, you know, thinning out your deck. Which, this is not thinning out the deck, which is fine. We're just going to get rid of that now. And then we have a nowhere to run held up in case we can kill something with it. Yeah, I think he's trying to go for like a really big Tifa, maybe. I'm not sure, though. Because he's not being aggressive enough if he had Tifa in his hand. Yeah, I think he's pretty much done already. We just have so much card draw, it's crazy. Oh, man. This is insane. We can just, I think, hard cast her. And then I'll hard cast this just in case. So we have something to kill, and we're pumping her up, and it's all good. We're doing fine. Feeling healthy. Got a blocker too, if needed. Yeah, good game. I'm not sure if they just want to see what my deck is doing because they like it, or... Oh, Reality Fulcrum, yes, 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 yes. We want to see that. Love it. Ooh, so good, yes. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about when it's just so fun when this deck just really pops off. It's so fun. And we can just hold up and just cast a Inevitable Defeat on whatever they give us. And that's GG. Aww. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. At this point, I just want to see what kind of crazy stuff we can cast here. Oh, Reality Fulcrum. You know what? Why not? Why not? Let's just see what we can do. I think our opponent's having fun checking out what we do too. So, let's just see what we can do here. And then, let us start using her ability, which I haven't really had the experience to use it yet. Wish I had the mana to cast Outrageous Robbery, but... Well, we saw what this deck can pretty much do. Kinda crazy. And funny enough, we can actually use 6... We can still actually get a pretty good, decent card. Actually, let's do that. Let's just see how funny this can be. This cast Outrageous Robbery. Oh man, so funny. Yeah, this is a nutty deck. Like, look at this crap. I can't even count how many cards we have right now. It's so fun. Let's just put another one to exile, why not? Yeah, it's just another land. Yeah, we've gone through over half our deck already. And we knocked out a nice chunk of theirs too. Alright, well, that's what the deck can do. Alright, well, we got cards. We've got things. Let's do this first. And then we'll cast Nia. Day of Judgment, okay, that's interesting. That'll probably make them want to remove her pretty quickly. We're gonna want to get an Opera Love Song down next, probably, into Reality Fulcrum if we can survive the following turn. Okay, well, that's the thing you can do. Ideally, we'll get a land into Reality Fulcrum, or if we have to do an Inevitable Defeat, we do have that option too. Okay? I thought he's gonna have like a pump spell or something. He's probably just cautious as to what I have. Okay, well... That is not a land, is it? Okay, that's a land. This is awkward, so we're gonna have to, unfortunately, try to do this and hope that we get like a... Nowhere to run is nice, actually. That's really nice. We will take that. Unfortunately, we lose Outraged Robbery, but it is what it is. I might hold Inevitable Defeat up for this Fleeting Effigy. Not sure yet. Or burn out Bastronaut. Okay, yeah, they're just going for full burn too. Yeah, I think we hold up Inevitable Defeat. We have no choice, really. See what he does. If he pumps the Burnout Bastronaut, that's another thing too. Pump spell? Looks like it. Let's get Reality Fulcrum down first and see if we get a land. Ooh, that is beautiful. Yeah, let's get rid of that. And then we can actually... I should have probably... Oh, well, it is what it is. I could have left it up for Opera Love Song. Oh, well. Well, we got a lot of mana. We have... To cast Legend of Roku, it's basically free, and we still have 6 mana over here. Let's see what he does. He's mono red burn, so I think he would have a lot more things to do. Okay. That's it. Oof. Okay. Let's see what we get in these cards. Huh. Ultima. Interesting. We have 7 mana. I mean, if we cast this. So that's not needed. What we will do is this. Hold up Inevitable Defeat, see what he does. Hexing Squelcher, okay. Let's actually, yeah, let's just get rid of Scalding Viper now. And then we'll cast Opera Love Song, see what we get. Oh, God. Man, this is crazy. Sure, let's just do that. Let's, we're popping off again. Count on Luck, we'll cast that. Legend of Roku, we'll cast that. We will get rid of Hexing Squelcher, thanks to Nowhere to Run. Again, this is the reason why I think it's a really good one to have, because, yeah, you can pop off pretty well with it. Lightning Helix is good against this one. We'll keep it on the top. Yeah, and GG. Not the greatest hand. We do have ways to potentially make it okay. This is probably not the best keep, but we have a couple plays that we can do. We will have to drop Quarry Mountain Monastery right away, especially since we see a Chocobo. Definitely need to. Yeah, so we're gonna have to get rid of Bursty Bill. Hurts my soul. Missing lands is not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. Well, that does let us activate Lightning Helix into a Soul Guy Lantern. Get some stuff down. And if it's a Landfall deck, if he tries to use his graveyard, then that's okay. Tifa. Can be scary. So far, though, not scary at all. Okay, well, that's a card. Now, his board is clear. Essentially, we need another land. Okay, we have another land. We can play Legend of Roku, which is like what I think we're going to have to do. Hopefully we find a board wipe. That is a board wipe. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're playing a land, so... Okay, okay. As long as we don't die this turn. That is far from death. It's good for us. Let's do white. We do have cards to use. That has to go. Okay, man, I really wish we could play Count on Luck. That's unfortunate. Oof. Okay, well, he scoops anyway. Okay, well, we can technically play nothing. It's too slow. That's a little bit better. Not the greatest, but I think we have no choice but to keep it. Now, the thing is, do I get rid of Day of Judgment? Unfortunately, I think I do. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna regret this, though. Yeah, I don't know. If it's a go wide deck, we're screwed, so... Okay. We do need lands. Lands are important. Shared Roots. So a ramp deck. Oh, it's possible that was a useless card to keep then. I want to do Opera Love Song, though. In hopes that we get some decent cards there. We'll see. That's not great. We can, in fact, play... Well, I guess we're gonna do this. That's gonna disappear otherwise. Let's get rid of a card and see what he does. We can shock in Blood Crypt and get Count on Lock on the battlefield. But he has a lot of mana. Oh boy. He's definitely doing stuff. And I feel like we're not doing much of anything right now. Sheesh. Huh, okay. Interesting. I may regret this, but I'm greedy. So, yeah. You can tell me how bad I was for doing this play. I should have held up maybe another defeat just in case this gets some crazy creature. But so far, I don't know what this guy's doing. Must be some sort of combo deck. Do we get rid of this? Like, does he even use his graveyard? I don't even know if he does. I'm greedy for a card, so I guess I'm just going to do this. Okay, well, that's a card. This is kind of weird because we can't really do anything with it. Unfortunately, I think we just do this hold. And if he has anything crazy, we can at least get rid of it with inevitable defeat. Because, yeah, this guy is ramping hard. Not sure what he's doing quite yet. Wow, he just keeps ramping. How many lands does he have now? 11 lands. Okay, well, that is a thing you can do, I guess. Ooh, okay, let's get this down. Yeah, let's get Nia down. She gives us another lightning helix, sure, why not? We'll take it. Okay, he's gotta do a big thing here, like I'm afraid. Okay? Huh? Seriously? Okay, I guess I'll lightning helix your face then. Or might as well, right? Oh my god, another Nia. Okay. If we cast her as a 5 of... You know what, let's just do it, because I don't know what this guy's doing. I'll just shock in as if I have something, which I don't. I can't even cast Nowhere to Run, but... Okay. That's a thing you can do. I still don't know what he's doing. Does he have like a crazy card in his hand? He has a lot of mana, but he's not doing anything with it. I guess I'll cast another Count on Luck, huh? Like, I seriously don't know what to do right now. I mean, we're not doing much of anything either, Russ, I guess. Wait, got white, black, red. Okay, yeah, I don't need to do that. Okay. I mean, he's rampant. If he has like a crazy spell, we are dead probably because... I mean, if it's creatures, as long as they don't have trample, we're okay. I just don't know. He has so many lands, this guy. Like, jeez. Those are lands. We haven't seen a Reality Fulcrum either. Like, we've gone through almost half of our deck. I think I'm just going to cast Nia this way. See what I get. Sure, we'll do that, and we'll do this too. Why not? He doesn't seem to have anything, because it goes straight to... There's like no stopping, so I guess he doesn't have anything. I'm confused. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna helix your face. I guess I'm just burning him at this point. Like, I'm not really sure what else I'm doing. Inevitable defeat. That's an interesting one. Let's do blue. I don't know, just in case I want to get Nia pumped, but I'm not sure if I do. Huh. Well, that's a thing. Like, maybe he just has, like, an Ugin? I don't know. Or he just has no cards. Yeah, I could have done an Elbow Defeat, but I knew he was just gonna, like, sack it anyway. I felt like it was a little pointless to use it and waste mana. We have this one in our hand anyway, in case he does cast something crazy like an Ugin, which that's what I'm feeling like is gonna happen. Okay. Still no Ugin. He's gotta have some... Okay, he's running out of lands, I guess. Hedron Archive, okay. Extinguisher Battleship, interesting. We'll just get rid of that. And I think that's just about GG, because now you can't... Oh my god, wow, we're getting nothing but lands, so that's unfortunate. I guess we just get rid of this. This is awkward. I guess we're gonna have to do this at this point. Wow, okay, sure. All the lands, we got a lot of lands now. There's the Ugin. I've been waiting for that Ugin for a long time now. We probably lose now because I did not know what he was exactly doing, but I kind of figured, yeah, it was an Ugin coming out. Yep, and now he's snowballing. He probably just waited until I got rid of everything. I think this is GG. I don't see how I'm coming out. Well, let's see. That's not it. We are digging hard, and we are just getting nothing. I don't see how I'm gonna win this. It's impossible, I think. Yeah, that's useless. Well, I guess we have no choice but to get rid of this. If he counters it, well, you can still get something from it. Yeah, I don't know what else to do. Unfortunately, Reality Fulcrum is gonna have to go. Yeah, we have no more ways to draw cards. I should have held up for Ugin. I kept saying he was coming. I knew he was coming. And now we're at a point where it's pretty much over with. Yeah, that's GG. Wait, well... Okay, let's just see what Quarry Mountain Monster gives us. Sure, let's just... For giggles and fun, yeah, let's just see if we can dig. If we can dig for like another... I think we went through all of our inevitable defeats though, didn't we? Let me see. Let's just see what we can do anyway. At this point, it doesn't really hurt to try. Now we get all of our outrageous robberies. Isn't that funny? We are 10 cards from actually... Oh my god, that's so hilarious. I'm not even bothered. We have no way of activating either of our lands. We do have a Nowhere to Run and a Soul Guide Lantern to dig if we need to. It's not an exciting play or one that I should be making probably, but we'll do it just because we do have a couple options to get lands, maybe, and survive. We'll see, though. Yep, that's fine. That is a card. I think we do. Hold it up. Yeah, House Squad Heavy's gotta go first. That's why we hold it up. And then we'll Lightning Helix next turn. And probably just use our Soul Guide Lantern as a way to draw some cards. Yeah, let's just see what they do. They drop another House Squad Heavy, I'm going for that. Yeah. Sure, could do this all day. And this is the reason why you have Nowhere to Run in your deck if you're going black. It's just so important to have it. Oh god, but we're not getting lands again, so that's not a good thing. And we have no choice but to hold up because in case they do another House Squad Heavy, which is very likely. If they don't, that's fine. We're okay with that. Is that all they have? Okay. Sure. I think we just get rid of Stadium Headliner now. And we will... Okay, that's good. Okay, we are okay now. I think what we do is... Legend of Roku. Count on Luck is nice. I don't think we'll have the mana to cast it, though. Which is unfortunate. Yeah? Go ahead. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to cast it, but... It doesn't really matter. I guess we just do white. We do want to use this land because we need lands. Do the board wipe. Unfortunately, we cannot cast Count on Luck or the other Legend of Roku. Very sad about that, but we do get a 4/4 next turn, which is pretty decent. Okay. Reality Fulcrum is a nice one. What did he get for this? Huh. We got so many inevitable defeats at this point, I don't even care about blowing them all. And I don't think our opponent really has... Okay, yep, GG. Alright, well I hope you enjoyed the video today. This deck actually is pretty strong. I mean, we went up against some, you know, meta decks. So, we won. The only one we didn't win was against a very heavy ramp deck, which I should have probably held the inevitable defeat. For Ugin, I didn't do that. It was my fault. And also, we just were not getting anything we needed. Like, we got Outrageous Robbery near the end of our deck, which was sad. But hey, you know, that's what card game is. Very, very random. And that was a very random game. As you saw, though, we didn't really get punished for casting, you know, having so many cards go through exile and potentially disappear from us. We really kept getting cards that we needed or were just useful at that time. I mean... I felt like a very strong deck. We did see Nia also in, I think, at least one game really pop off, and our opponent was nice enough to just let it happen to see how crazy it can go. And yeah, it's pretty. She can get pretty strong if you cast a lot of cards from exile. And yeah, I feel like every card really worked well together. I think 2 of Count on Luck is more than enough. I don't think you need 3 like I had initially. As I explained, I did change this, I think after the second match. This is a very powerful card, for sure. But I think 1 is what you really need. And if you're doing pretty well and you're in a good spot, you definitely have 2 down, and you'll get a lot of card draw. But yeah, I think 2 is a sweet spot. I think any more than that, you're just kind of going a little bit overboard. And also, since we are technically like a 4-color deck, I mean, we're only splashing a little bit into the blue lands just for Nia's activation. I think hitting 3 red can be pretty difficult, depending. So I think 2 is more than enough. At that point, you should hopefully have at least 3 red sources of land. I think everything else was perfect. I mean, Inevitable Defeat is such a powerful card. Like, it's just so crazy how much this can carry. This is basically like a free Lightning Helix built into an uncounterable exile anything spell. It's pretty crazy. Reality Fulcrum, amazing card. You saw what it can do when you start, getting a lot of cards in exile. It's basically like casting stuff for free, which is really strong. Being able to cast Legend of Roku for free was really nice in that one game. So yeah, Reality Fulcrum, very powerful card in this deck. And obviously this can be put into any deck where exiling cards to cast them is useful. Interesting to know how Secrets of Strixhaven would change up this deck. Like I did mention, I haven't gone through the entire set, but I did notice an enchantment class that seemed really good. It's a 4 cost, so it's a little expensive, but I think getting it on the field would be very powerful for this kind of deck, the way it looks like it functions. But, we'll check more of that out later on. I think this deck is good enough to go into ranked. I think it just outperformed what I was expecting, and being able to deal with a lot of meta decks is a good sign. Now, we didn't go against Lessons. This deck will probably struggle against Lessons because Lessons is just so fast. And while we do have Soul Guide Lantern to mess with their graveyard, which is good, I don't know if this has the speed it needs, but I could be wrong. Nowhere to Run did its work. I think this is way more powerful than Shoot the Sheriff just because, again, everything is about wards and hexproof, and you get rid of that and you're good. You can just Lightning Helix the rest of it, or just, if you want, if you don't have to target anything, just wipe them with Day of Judgment or Ultima. Yeah, Ultima did hurt us with destroying our Reality Fulcrums, but I do think it's necessary in the format currently. Not sure if Secrets of Strixhaven will change that, or make Azorius artifacts kind of forgotten about, but I do think right now in the meta, it is just a good thing to have. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.